Good afternoon. Today on Customer States What? We're replacing an oil separator in a 2014 RS7 with 89,000 miles on it. So, yeah, here it is, guys. We're going to have to put the front end into service mode because we have to take off the intake, which is on the front of the engine. Or a portion of the intake is in the front of the engine. The rest of the intake is where the headers would be, because the twin turb skis are right here. All this has to come out. The oil separator is underneath all this. So you know what, guys? Let's get into it. So here we have a lot of ducting, a lot of protective shielding from underneath the vehicle. We got the air box, we got the headlights, we got valves, we got intake tubing to the turbos, we got the bumper over there. So now we got the front end into service position. As you can see, had to do that in order to get the front portion of the intake off. As you can see, we're at the point where we could probably remove this now. So this is what we're replacing down here, the oil separator. So let's get this out. So now here we have the front of the intake completely removed. We have the intercooler removed, the throttle bodies removed, all the turbo fresh air inlets removed. The oil separator, as you can see, is no longer there. Now with these vehicles, or this engine especially, the screen that is underneath this plate that feeds the oil to the turbos, that screen usually clogs, and that's why you get some turbo failure. That's why you get turbo failure. These are good. These are good. I don't know about that one, but at least that one's looking good. So now, here's the old oil separator. I'm going to have to transfer over this pipe here, giggity, onto the new one, and then we're going to install it. Very good. We now have the area prepped for installation. We installed a new gasket here, a new gasket here. We cleaned all three holes out, giggity. And tip of the day, guys, always use lube whenever you stick anything into any holes. That goes for this job, and that goes for life also. Let's get that part in. Alright. Here we have the intake in mounted position. We just have to put all the hardware in and torque it down to specifications. It went well. It went well. But you want to know how I know somebody else was in here before? There's 4 bolts that mount this up. 1, 2, 3, and there's one in here, 4, that's extremely hard to get to. You can get to it once you get it out, but getting it back in is even harder. Giggity. That bolt was missing. So that's how I know somebody else was in here before. Intake's all torqued down. Crump the hose clamp. Now we gotta install this crossover coolant pipe. We gotta install the fresh air inlet pipes right here. As you can see, we got the glove on the tip, guys. Giggity. No glove, no love. We got to install the dual throttle bodies right here. This is our intercooler. Very nice. This is one of the intakes. It's not traditional because the turb skis are in the middle. So we're getting there. And so we're on the back half. We're on the back 9 of the repair. So let's go a little further. Oh yeah, guys, before I forget, always stay organized whenever you do a big repair like this. Always stay organized and in order of the process. That way, if you ever have to leave this job to do a freaking waiter right over there, you could stop wherever you are and come back to it. See, I know where these go. I know where these go. I know where these go. I know where those go. And then all this is like the bumper, the headlights and stuff, and the skid shield over there, the inner fenders, bumper, headlights, part of the over here, this area, and this one, radiator pins. Yeah. So the more organized you stay throughout the whole process, the easier it's going to go. Because when you do things right, people wonder if you did anything at all. Fresh air inlets to the turbo are installed right here, right here. We got the crush clamp all crushed. That one was replaced there. That one was replaced over here. We're going to replace this one here and replace this one over here. Now we are going to install the throttle bodies. This gasket here has been replaced. Throttle body is in, torque down. Tell me you have OCD without telling me you have OCD. Well, for me, all the hose clamps got to be facing the same way. I know, it's a weird thing, but they got to be facing the same way. So now we're going to install these guys over here. We're going to replace the gaskets, one here, one here. So here we have the crossover pipe installed, we have the coolant installed, coolant tubing, we got the bypass valves installed, we got the crush washers, or excuse me, not crush washers, the crush clamps installed and crushed. So now we are ready to take this thing out of service mode. We should be ready to remount this front end so it's not all on a angle and that gap there is closed. Very good. We're almost done. So here we have the carrier all bolted up and torqued down to specification. Very good, very good. Now the reason, so there's the intake right there. There's no room. There's no room to get that out, so we had to put the front end into service mode in order to perform this job. So now we got all the plastics. We got all the ducting. We got this the belly pan over there. We also got the air box, air intake tube there. Front cover. We got the rims, and we got the front bumper yet to install. So we're cranking, we're going good. There's a lot in this car, man. The RS7 is it's a high performance machine, man. I would absolutely love to have one, even an S7. The RS5 though, like a 2013, the way that high revving V8 sounds, ooh-wee. I think I prefer that one over all of them. Which ones do you guys want? What Audi would you guys like to drive? Let me know in the comments. R8, you know what? It's too impractical. I wouldn't want to daily that thing, but this, I could daily this. Now we have the headlights installed. All the plastic ducting is installed. The air box and the air ducting is installed. Now we are ready to reinstall that there bumper. Ran out of hardware in this drawer. Go to this drawer. That's all we have left. I know that's the belly pan. This is front bumper stuff. No, that's not front bumper stuff. Oh yeah, no, it is. That's front bumper and inner fenders. And that is this top bumper piece. Yeah, that guy right there. So let's get the bumper on. So now that the cooling system is bled, codes are cleared, started right up. Sounds great. It's nice and quiet. It's not whistling away like it was before. Very good. Customer should be very happy. You saw what we had to do to get this job done. And now it's all finished. Now I gotta go on a road test once it's all warmed up and the cooling system is really bled, where I have full heat. And yeah, cool. Very good. All these in the same direction. These are in the same direction. All the Audi emblems are in the same direction. Yeah, I got a little OCD, ain't gonna lie. Sometimes a little turns into a lot, giggity. Until then, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content.